you do? How do you do, everybody? How do you do? Oh, you come to gym for fun, and we'll get you on the run.
Hi everyone, Teacher Jade here, and this is the Little Gym at Home. Today we're going to have some fun on the farm, as well as giving your little ones an opportunity to practice crossing their midlines. We have a couple of different midlines on our body. One is across here, so moving from left to right. The other is kind of at our hips on our tummy, so when we're crossing that, we're going from up and down, just like this. If we can't move our bodies in this way, then when we're a little bit older, we're going to struggle to read and write from left to right. So that's why it's really important that we try this. But first, let's get our bodies moving and practice a few farm animal noises. Oh, let's get going.
Say the name of this animal.
Is that a dog?
Can you make the dog sound? Let's all do it together.
Okay. Woof, woof.
Let's all be a pack of running, barking dogs. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a dog, E-I-E-I-O.
On my knees.
With a here and a there, here a there a everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Freeze! Say the name of this animal.
Is that a cat?
Can you make the sound of a cat? Let's do it together.
Meow. Meow.
Can you crawl and meow like a kitty cat? Let's show them how to do it, parents. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Meow.
And on that farm he had a cat, E-I-E-I-O.
Meow.
With a here and a there, here a there a everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Freeze! Stand in a straddle. Now say the name of this animal.
That one's a cow.
Let's all make the sound of a cow.
Moo.
Can you gallop and moo like a cow? Your child might walk sideways or step and slide, which is all part of learning how to gallop. Let's go! Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a there a everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Freeze! And stand with your feet together if you can. Now let's see if you can remember. Say the name of each animal when you hear it.
Dog. Cat. Cow.
Now say the name of this animal.
I think that was a duck.
Everyone, please make the sound of a duck.
Quack, quack.
It's time to quack and fly, my duck friends. Let's go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a duck, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a there a everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Freeze! And stand with one foot in front of the other if you can. Can you say the name of this animal?
I think that was a sheep.
Now it's your turn to sound like a sheep.
Bah.
Can you be a jumping sheep? Jump and baa at the same time. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Freeze! Let's make all of the animal sounds together one more time. Can you make the sound of a dog?
Woof woof.
A cat?
Meow.
A cow?
Moo.
A duck?
Quack quack.
A sheep?
Bear.
Articulating animal sounds with your mouth is a great way for kids to develop language skills. Please give your smart little child a great big hug.
For our first activity, we're going to draw your little one's attention to the different sides of their body. Until they know about the separate sides of their body, they're not going to be able to work out connecting them and using them together. I've done red for right, yellow for left. At the Little Gym, we've got these scarves which we can use, but you can use some scrunchies, headbands, bracelets, whatever you have at home. Just make sure it's one colour on one side of the body and another colour on the other side of the body. You go find something and I'll meet you back here for the activity. Now you've got your different colours, we can start our activity. So we're going to get into this position on our hands and our knees, just show you from the side, just quite simply like that, and you're going to give challenges. So can you wave at me with your red hand? Can you wave at me with your yellow hand? Can you shake your red foot? Can you shake your yellow foot? Easy peasy, but you can go mix it up and go fast if you like for a bit more of a challenge. But this is when we're going to get tricky. So we're going to say, can you shake your red hand and foot? Ooh. Transferring of weight there happening. Can you shake your yellow side? Okay, now we can start crossing. So can you shake your red hand and your yellow foot? Ooh. You see the balance that I needed there to shift to make sure I stayed upright. Can you shake your yellow hand and your red foot? It could get even trickier. Can you give yourself a hug with your red hand? Can you give mummy or daddy a high five with your red hand? Can you give yourself a hug with your yellow hand? Just keep upping the challenges, and you can even start talking about left and right sides if your little one is doing really well at this. Now it's time for your cushion challenges. And of course, we're adding an element of crossing our midline into this. So, quite simply, we are going to take our cushions from one side and build a tower on the other side, just like that. You can use books, you can use blocks, you can use cups, whatever you like, as long as we are doing this crisscrossing action. Maybe they can take socks out of one basket and put them into another basket. I've kept my scarves on from the previous activity, so you can give your little ones challenges to do with the different sides of their body. So maybe you could ask them to do it with their red hand. See if they're happy about that. See if they naturally really want to use the yellow one because it's a little bit closer. It's actually quite a big cross to use this hand to go all the way over. Just like that, a few different challenges for you there. Also, a few things that you can do with just one cushion. Let's see if you can do a whole big rotation. See if we can go all the way around like this. Remember, gymnastics is the only activity which takes us through all the different axes of our bodies. We go forwards, backwards, side to side. Maybe you can even try it with the cushion really close to their body. Both sides of their body have to work together here to get it round. They have to cross their midline and go across this way and this way, just like that. Now let's put this into practice and use both sides of our body at the same time to work on our bilateral coordination. So, both hands on the cushion, and we are going to push across the floor like this. This is giving a proprioceptive element to our activities as they really need to work out how much they need to push to make the cushion move. Maybe they can pull it back. Maybe you can add something heavier for the pulling part of this. Can we sit on our bottoms and scoot, using our feet to go all the way along? That one is actually really tricky. On our tummies, seeing if we can use both sides of our body working together to pull ourselves along. One more. See if we can get both of our legs, both sides of our bottom working together at the same time, moving our legs. Grown-ups, try this one at home. It's actually really tricky. Hopefully that gives you a few activities you can try just using some cushions and really thinking about bilateral coordination. Okay, grown-ups, we're going to try some activities now that you might think your little one should be able to do. But actually, they are still learning and developing these skills. We're layering up the muscle memory so that they're going to be able to do these by themselves in the future. It's all based on a line. At the little gym, I've got some tape here on the mat. You could use whatever you have at home though. Maybe you've got a scarf or a skipping rope or a belt. Maybe you can chalk on the floor outside your house. You go get ready and I'll wait here. Okay, so if you've got your line, we can get started. Remember, when we get back to the little gym, maybe some of these activities will be tried on the beam, and if you practice it at home, then you're going to be ready to go. First one, we're going to walk our heels to our toes. Again, might seem really easy, but it's really hard for our little ones to use their adductor muscles to get their legs in line with each other. You can try forwards and backwards. Grown-ups, backwards is hard for me, so don't expect your little ones to do that one perfectly straight away. We can also start going sideways. We can do step and slides really easily. Try and see how fast they can go. To make it trickier, we can start using some directional words. Instead of stepping, sliding, we can step and over, step and over. Or we could even step and under. Dance teachers are going to thank you for this in a few years' time if we can already master this step. Step and under, step and under. Just like that. Another couple of activities. You can really focus on the feet and try and walk like a penguin. With your feet turned out like this. We can do the opposite and we can walk like a pigeon. Again, you think it's easy, they're going to find these movements really tricky. Challenge your little one to walk on their tippy toes. Maybe even their heels. Heels is really, really tricky to balance on. Maybe you could really give your little one a challenge and do some kicks. Transferring their weight to one side or the other so they can kick is really, really difficult. A mum and dad of a little 2-year-old that I taught once said that they learned to put their socks on by themselves just a week or two after we'd been working at high kicks on the little gym, because they'd already worked out that they can stand on one foot. If we wanted, we could even add some spinning, get that whole vestibular system working. We could do some walking and a spin, walking and a spin. Make sure you get them trying to spin both ways. And last of all, we can add a song. This helps make it a multi-sensory experience because they are feeling it, seeing it, hearing it, singing it. Multi-sensory experiences help us to really retain that information. So, since we're at the farm today, let's sing a song about a horse as we try and do our heel-toe steps. Ready? Horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your feet go clippity-clop. Your tail goes swish and the wheels go round. Giddy up, you're homeward bound. Hopefully that gives you a couple of ideas to get on with at home. What's that, Mummy Duck? All of your ducklings are swum away. Oh no. Let's see if we can sing a song all together to bring them back. Okay, ready? 3 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 but only 2 little ducks came back. 2 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 but only 1 little duck came back. 1 little duck went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 and all the ducks came swimming back. There you go, Mummy duck, you've got all of your ducklings back. Thanks so much for joining me on the farm today, everybody. Hopefully you had some fun and also learned a lot of activities that you can do for crossing our midlines to try at home. My name's Teacher Jade and this was the Little Gym at Home. See you next time.
It's time to say goodbye.